Good evening, everybody. Aloha. Welcome to Clayton's Classroom. Today is April 5th, and we have a very special guest joining us tonight, Miss Maria Dion. And we're so excited. We have known Maria for a very long time, and we have just had her come back into our lives again a lot lately. So a lot of good stuff for you this evening. The first thing I want to do before we get going any farther is to read our disclaimer. This call is intended only for informational purposes. Neither the products nor the statements made about the products on this call have been evaluated by the FDA, AMA, or any other medical entity. The views and opinions expressed on this call by Clayton Nolte, distributors, customers, and or other speakers solely represent the conclusions of said speakers and are not guaranteed that anyone will be using the products will achieve the same result. These conclusions and products are not intended to be substitutes for the diagnosis, treatment, cure, or prevention of any disease or injury, nor should they be taken as substitutes for the advice of a physician. Anyone suffering from disease or injury should consult with a physician. All right. That being said, coming back to the call, I was absent the last time, and Leslie was kind enough to fill in for me. And it's always nice to have someone different join in everybody. And so tonight, I'm just thrilled to be back again with everybody with a little bit of a tan I got when I was in the Hawaiian Islands recently. So the first thing I want to do this evening is to introduce our special person of the evening, Clayton Nolte. And Clayton has brought to us all a very special gift of structured water. And it's been quite a series of events that has brought him to this place of presenting it to us. In fact, Clayton has been researching subtle and free energies for about 5 decades. And he got a very humble beginning growing up on a farm and went to bigger and brighter places. In fact, 14 years of higher education, specifically in math, physics, and chemistry. All of the intellectual studies centered around asking questions and looking to the universe for answers. Clayton specifically was observing the vast and mysterious properties of water and what more is possible. In the process, he has harnessed these wonderful properties and invented a way to mimic how water moves naturally and rediscovers its own perfect balance as created by nature. He's also discovered the benefits of breathing structured air, which we're going to explore this evening as well. Clayton's passion, dedication, and loving spirit has inspired many to join him on this journey of discovery and bring the opportunity of structured water to all life for a healthier, happier experience. Clayton, once again, thank you for joining us and for all you do for us.
Well, thank you, Corinne. With that, that introduction, I can just sit back and watch the world go by, right?
Well, no, actually, it's a lot to live up to. You're going to have to start talking here. Live up to that introduction.
Okay. One thing,
yes.
you're going to introduce Maria, Shirley.
Maria,
anyway,
I certainly am.
What I'd like everybody on the call to do is have a glass of water and drink it, because we're going to do a breathing exercise shortly after Maria's introduction. Okay?
Okay, good idea. Yes, please, everyone, grab a glass of water, preferably structured water, if you can make that possible. And also, if you can grab a portable unit, if you have one, to join in on our breathing sequence that Clayton will be leading us in shortly. And while you're doing that, it's my great privilege to introduce Ms. Maria Dion. And I met Maria, I believe I was at a Tesla Tech conference in Albuquerque in 2010, and that's where I met lovely Maria. And Clayton, you had spoken so highly about her, and now I know why. Just to give you a little background on Maria, Maria Dion has been a distributor with Natural Action Technologies, our community, since March of 2010, and loves the gift of structured water. She also enjoys helping people discover for them what it is to live a purposeful life in the realm of money. She provides individual coaching, workshops, and classes that assist in creating awareness, confidence, and ease with money, using it as a path to greater self-expression in all areas of life. She lives in New Mexico, where she enjoys spending time outside, playing son Jiroko, I hope that I say that correctly, and keeping her cash flow statement current. Maria, welcome. So happy to have you here. Such an honor.
Thank you, Corinne. And Clayton, it's great to be with both of you this evening. I'm really excited about structured water after all these years, and just the good that it's doing for the planet. And as I was first exposed to the concept of sufficiency several years ago, I started to think about the sufficiency of our entire planet and really the great connection that it has with everything. Because sufficiency is really the act of generating and distinguishing the power and presence of our existing resources and our inner resources, and making those known to ourselves. And it's a deeper experience of what we already have, a context that generates a new relationship with life. And when I think of structured water, I really think that it falls within that definition of sufficiency. And I've been doing some studies around sufficiency and money and what it is to transform one's relationship to money. And I think it can happen. I know it happened to me, and it's happened and is happening with a lot of the people that I work with currently. And there's just so much richness there. Because the gift of structured water, Clayton, like you know, you're really just creating an environment for water to recognize its truth and recognize its perfection. And so we as human beings have that same possibility of recognizing that for ourselves in our lives, just exactly the way that we are. And I think it's really important to talk about this because, you know, we who are on this call and talking about water, I think we're all really interested in our health and our well-being. And part of well-being is how we show up in the world around money. Our spending, saving, investing, and philanthropic habits can be a spiritual practice and really an indication of the way that we live in the world and the legacy that we live in the world and the one that we leave. And money is one of the ways in which we express ourselves in the world. Really every day we're using it. It's almost like a language that we're speaking. And it can truly be a route to transformation.
Yes, well said. I've been reading a little bit more in depth about this subject, and it's so beautiful. And let's face it, there is nobody, no matter how much you have or don't have, that isn't affected by money. So I'm so glad that we're here to just explore a deeper sense of just our awareness around it in a different way. And so, Clayton, I know that you would like to get us going on a breathing sequence. And you and I had talked earlier about setting an intention tonight in the process of this because, as we know, that the two most important elements for sustaining life is water and air. So I really feel that as we breathe in with intention, that we do so, we get so much more benefit from it, certainly, and we take it in more fully. So our intention for tonight is living in sufficiency, and it will go along with everything else that is being spoken of this evening. So with that, Clayton, would would you like to take it from here and lead us forward in a breathing sequence?
I'd love to. So just know this. This in a sense is two or more gathered together in like mind. And so as we put this forth, living in sufficiency, this is something that you can practice anytime, anywhere, and you can do it on your own. And as you breathe through the steps, the 5 steps that we call out with every portable that we ship out, there's a breathing instruction and there's a little breathing tube. You can use it or not use it. It's just a way to keep you, let's say, the end of your portable cleaner. But when it's your own portable, there's no problem. So we're going to breathe through a portable. If you do not have a portable, just go along with this, because as you put this in your mind, you in a sense are contributing to bringing sufficiency to all of our lives. So here we go. The first step is in through your mouth and out your nose. So through the small end of your portable, in through the mouth and out your nose. Normally when I do this, I do it at least 3 times, and if I'm going to go to a dentist or something like that, or I have an appointment, sometimes I do it like 6 times or 9 times at each level. So here we go. The second step is in through your left nostril, and we're going to be holding your right nostril shut, and we'll be breathing back out through your right nostril, holding your left shut. So in through your left, holding your right shut, and out through your right, holding your left shut. The third step is in through your right nostril, holding your left shut, and we're going to breathe out, right nostril, holding your left shut. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, into the right, and out through the left. Okay. The fourth step is in through the left nostril, and we're going to breathe out your mouth. So holding your right nostril shut, in through your left. And out your mouth. And the fifth step is in through your right nostril, and be holding your left shut, and will be out your mouth. And out your mouth. Our researcher always, it's the 6th step, and it's 2 portables one in through each nostril and out your mouth. What I usually do when I'm doing the 6th step is I just breathe in through the frontal part of the portable, just holding my thumbs on both sides, and just do this in through the funnel, 1, 2, 3, into the nose, and out through the mouth. So basically that's 6 steps. What we call out in the breathing instruction is 5. And believe me, two breaths through your portable in any time will bring all your vital signs to normal. It brings your emotional mind, which is the aspect of us that drives our physical, is our emotional body. So any time you can pick your portable up, any position, any direction, in or out, 2 breaths will bring your vital signs to normal. So there we go. That's my lesson for the night.
Fantastic. Well, we have a pretty powerful intention going out, because you talk about 2 or more gathered together. And right now we have 63 gathered together. So this is really going to change some things for all of us, I'm sure. And Clay, go ahead, Clay.
One thing I'd like to say is more than likely the majority of people on these calls have heard